Scooter, you're having a rough week, buddy. Tell me what's going on.
I got fired from my job. My probation officer has threatened to lock me up. And my mom won't let me come home for pass, bruh.
Really? So what I'm hearing is all these outside forces are just messing with Scooter. What sort of part did you play in getting fired, for instance?
Nah, bruh, my boss is just a dick, for real, for real.
How so?
He fired me. I am in recovery. If you fire someone in recovery, they could relapse, bruh.
Let's skip that part for now. Did he give you a reason for why he fired you?
Bruh, he be saying I be late and stuff, man, or I'm on my phone too much. Reality is, I'm trying to get a ride. And on Fridays, I ain't never late. Bobby be taking me, boom, over exaggerating, trying to make me look bad, bruh.
Is being on your phone for personal business what you're supposed to do at work?
I didn't have nothing else to do, bruh.
Scooter, that's what breaks are for.
They should give more of those.
What about not being on time, man? You've been working there for months, still couldn't really figure out a ride, and it was really only a half a mile away.
It took a lot out of me walking all the way there, man. I was drained when I got to work and I couldn't give it all to the company. And I am a company man.
Apparently not anymore. Now this probation thing. Tell me why they want to lock you up, Scooter.
They always try to keep Scooter out the mix, off the dance floor, always trying to hold a person in recovery down. You know what I mean, bro?
Rarely. Definitely not this time.
They tell me I not be making all these payments and stuff and blah, 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 blah. It's stupid.
Have you been making your payments, Scooter?
I couldn't make a couple of payments because I got the PlayStation. You knew I was getting that PlayStation, dog.
First off, I'm not your probation officer, so it didn't matter what I knew or didn't know. Second off, I told you not to get the PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. And you told me to pay my probation, but I can't keep track of everything.
All right, so my first suggestion is let's start keeping track of the things that, at least if there's a government agency attached to that thing that can arrest you, let's start making that a priority. Now, you said something about mom and a pass and she doesn't want you around. Tell me more.
She's still mad at the pool thing and she's still taking all this out on me.
What happened with the pool?
So my friend Bobby had a motorbike and we were riding around and he ended up going in the pool and some pool guy came by and said, "You have a filter and you have water," and something about oil and gasoline. And I think they just selling out a bunch of mumbo jumbo bullcrap, bruh.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about how Bobby ended up in the pool with the motorcycle.
Me and Bobby was doing what we always be doing, driving laps around the pool. When mama ain't home, he popped a willy and the idiot went in the pool instead of the bush. And then Mr. Pool Guy comes over, start charging my mom thousands of dollars, and above all, my mini bike won't be starting no more, bruh.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You and your buddy were messing around the pool. The motorcycle makes its way into the pool, damages the pool, but somehow this is your mom and the pool guy's fault for why you can't come home. So, let me paint a narrative for you. You and your buddy had a motorcycle next to a pool. You put the motorcycle in the pool. The pool was damaged as a result, but somehow it's mom's fault and the pool guy's fault for why you're not allowed back at her house. Does that make sense?
None of it makes sense. This is a very difficult time for me right now.
There is a silver lining here. The real reason that you're not going to be allowed to have a pass next weekend is because you didn't turn in a pass request here.
Dang! I always forget that.
Every time. Good news is your mom dodges a bullet every time you forget.
What?
So let me see if I have all of this straight. You lost your job after months of being late and playing with your phone while you were on the clock. But the real reason you were fired is because your boss is a dick, as you put it. You chose to purchase a PlayStation instead of making your probation payments, but they're making a lot of noise about locking you up because they just want to keep you down. And you damaged your mother's pool with a motorcycle stunt. But your mother doesn't want you in her house because she's just fallen under the spell of a deceptive pool man. Does any of that make sense to you, Scooter?
Not when you put it like that, man.
Who might be the reason for all this stuff happening to you right now?
I have to go now.